Te tahi bay cranking. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. We're at HBW8, 2 sheets to the wind. Awesome bar, had some great beers, so if you're in Wellington, get to HBW8. Awesome bar. So yeah, got back from Wellington, went there on the weekend to see the brother-in-law and the sister-in-law in Te Tahi Bay. Just bought a new house, and of course, obviously I wanted to see them, but one of the other reasons was the great old pilgrimage to Wellington to go and drink some craft beers. So I remember seeing Paul Wicksteed on one of his videos talking about HBW8. Once I kind of worked out how to spell that, I googled it, and yeah, it's a great little craft beer kind of tucked down an alleyway. I think they had about 10 or so, I'll put a link on the screen, but they had about 10 or so beers that you could try, and a heap in the fridge, but yeah, 10 on tap. They're delicious. I ended up having a couple of the hand-pulled ales. I had a brown ale and I had a golden ale, and yeah, they were delicious. Having spent about a couple of years in the UK, I've had plenty of hand-pulled pints, and flat but delicious nonetheless, really clean. And I had an IPA. I might as well put the links to what I had somewhere on the screen. And I pretty much tried most of the menu. I ended up leaving there having about 4 pints, but between me and Dan, we kind of had a sip of each other's beer. I'm his brother-in-law, so I suppose you can have a bit of bromance sharing each other's drinks. And then we went off to a place called Goldings, which was a revelation. I only found that the other day, and they had a heap of beers. Can't remember what beer I had there. I think it was a Garage Project one of some description. It was also delicious. So then we ended up on a rooftop bar, which I can't really remember where that was, but that was really neat. So you had all of Wellington skyline and the view, heaters, and I think they had like a black dog pilsner of some description. That was also delicious. So yeah, get down to Wellington if you haven't had the chance to go there recently. Yeah, I was pretty ignorant as to the craft beer brewing scene down there, but yeah, it is really good. Not much happening in the brewery this week. I have been having a little bit of a chat to my pal Dave, and I'm looking at brewing a Schwarz beer or black beer at some point. I think I'll enter the SJ Pour comp. Not that I'll even come close to doing well in it, but hey, you got to give it a go, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to try some other people's beers, which is kind of part of it, is broadening your horizons. So I'll work on that recipe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Full commitment to home brewing here. It's a bottle opener on the toilet.